The assemblyman has announced that he is throwing in the towel.
Yes. Bill, can I give you a little advice? If you want to know what people really think about you, announce your retirement.
Okay. That works.
Yeah, Mrs. Butler, she retired just a few weeks ago. She was a principal at Dowsville. And for the last month or so before she left, she'd come home every day with a bottle of wine or a gift card for a manicure, a pedicure, and they would have parties for her. So I was going through this process, making a decision, and I said, this retirement thing doesn't seem like such a bad thing. You got me thinking here. Mm-hmm. And she said, it wouldn't work out the same for you. People like me.
She writes your jokes for the roast.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Speaking of the roast, I will be a part of the Herkimer County roast happening in October.
Not a part of, the subject
I'm
of.
the subject of, and one of the roasters will be Marc Butler.
I've been watching very closely every move here, Bill. I've got a trove of material already. The tough part is going to be to trim it down to keep it within a 15-minute limit.
That's not easy. That won't be easy.
He's got a trove of material just this morning.
I will tell you, since you announced your retirement, I'm rewriting all of my jokes on you. So,
well, you've already had your shot. You don't get another bite at the apple.
You do. Remember, the way the roasts work is the person who is roasted gets the final word. Mm-hmm. Isn't that right, Manansky? Huh?
Yes, that's true.
That's how roasts go. So
did
be
I?
careful.
I'm hedging.
You did. Yeah, you did.
I let you off the hook easy.
You did a little bit there. There were a few short jokes. You're also a Buffalo Bills fan.
Yes.
And
Speaking
we're
of
all
jokes.
worried. Davey is at training camp in Buffalo right now. And is reporting live. Do you feel better, Davey? Do you feel what?
He's in Pittsford. He tells me Pittsford, New York. It's St. John Fisher College.
Right. Yeah. Hi, Davey.
Good morning, Bill. How are you?
What do you think?
Do I feel better?
Do you feel better?
Not after the news. After I heard about Jordan Matthews going to have a chest injury, he's going to be week to week. I still don't like the trade with Sammy Watkins.
Okay, I got to tell you something. As Bills fans, you know how you always see this about Chicago, people complaining about the Bears, and old time fans come. That's what the Bills have become. We have become that joke, and Davey, of course, is the stereotypical fan who's just it's all over. The season hasn't even started, and it's all over.
I usually don't complain about things, but I've been complaining since Friday about this.
Davey, you didn't like Sammy Watkins to go. And listen, the word is that the Bills have just given up on this season.
That's the rumor that I heard. They're stacking draft picks. They're looking forward to 2018.
Yeah. So what's your agenda look like today?
Training camp is the last day, starts at 8:45. I'm going to check out a couple practices, maybe defense, offense. They're doing on two fields, practice field 2 and practice field 3. They got to jump back and forth between the two fields.
All right. What do you think about the quarterback position?
Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah. They say that with these moves, next year during the draft, they're going to have an opportunity to pick up a future, potentially somebody who could be a franchise quarterback.
You know who I would like to see him get, but the number one pick would be the young guy, the stud from UCLA. I'm not sure what his name is, but you have to ask him on the Nelly because he's a diehard UCL Bruins, and he knows anything about the Bruins.
But in order for you to get the first overall pick, you're going to have to go like 1-15.
That might be the plan. That's what they're shooting for. Might be the plan.
And even if you get these talented rookies, it's going to take a couple, 3 years for them to develop. By that time, everybody they have now, and they do have some talented players now, they'll be gone. So you're really going to be starting over again in 2 or 3 years then.
All right, Davey, you'll report tomorrow. Thank you, man. Enjoy it, though. You got a busy day underway here.
All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right.
And I just want to mention as well, Smitty is not a complainer Also, I often come in early and work late, so I just want to make sure.
Boom. There's no complaining there. Tim Reed, also retiring, says Mark and I can both become day laborers. Well, there you go. So,
that's a dirty word there, laborer stuff.
Laborer. I had somebody else who's not a friend of politicians, by the way. What does he say here? Ask Butler which state job he's been given in return for selling us out. It's a roast. For selling us down the river. You were the one, though. You've been the one that has been all about the river.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
And there's been
the river, the West Canada Creek.
No selling out there.
I have no state job lined up. That is not in the plans.
You mean the governor's not all over you?
I'm expecting a message on my desk when I go in this morning.
Yeah. Good riddance.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask. You've always been very vocal about helping Remington Arms,
yes.
saving jobs there,
yes.
Hinckley Reservoir, and repealing the SAFE Act. What's one thing that you really would like to see happen before your term?
Well, what I would really like to see happen is my SAFE Act bill. I think not only in terms of the SAFE Act, but I think there are other opportunities.
Yeah.
As I've said, New York City and upstate. We're two different worlds. We need two different things. And what are the things I've suggested, and maybe some of my colleagues, but, maybe, our base salary is $79,500. That's public record. I'll concede that in New York City, that's probably not a real tremendous amount of money for a legislator to live on. I know city council members make a lot more, town council members on Long Island. Maybe a salary differential if the guys in New York City get a little bit more. If we can get legislation that acknowledges, on some of this legislation, maybe it should be applied differently to upstate and downstate.
We were together
a
when
way you can negotiate.
We were together when you crafted this this whole thing, and it was basically. It precipitated out of the minimum wage.
Well, right.
And
there were two different schedules to implement.
Looked at differently than upstate. Why couldn't the SAFE Act be looked at differently upstate than downstate?
Exactly right.
Yeah.
It acknowledged a difference in the fiscal realities between upstate and downstate, and it's true. And we all know it, and it's only getting worse as time goes by. I mean, upstate is just... Our people are moving out as quick as they can load up the U-Hauls. In fact, one of the issues in Tractor Supply, and that's great news for Herkimer County, but we're starting to hear from a lot of employers, their difficulty now is finding qualified employees. It's hard for them to find people to come to work for the jobs we do have.
Very interesting. Well, listen, you're not getting done yet.
No, I'm not.
You got another year and some to go.
Yes,
but you have announced that you will not seek re-election.
Right.
Watch them trip over themselves.
You'll have a lot of material, a lot of announcements coming.
It's coming.
But I will continue to be a voice of reason for you, Bill.
I appreciate that. You know that I need that. So
I know.
Very, very important.
All right,
Mark Butler. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.